Welcome everyone, this is DrDepper LP, and today I'm going to be bringing you all another episode of UnoriginalCraft. So, today I am on the top of spawn. So if you didn't know what spawn looked like, if you didn't know what the top of spawn looked like, this is what it looks like. And the reason there is actually nothing up here is because nobody builds up here. Because we have an agreement that we build under spawn, and that's what this elevator's to. And so, I know I've already shown this, but I've recently rejoined the server, so I really haven't made many videos of this server, so I might as well show y'all a little bit of spawn before I start with what I want to do today. So specifically what I want to do today is I want to build a redstone minigame at spawn, and I'm going to call this air jousting. The name is not going to stay. I don't know about the name, but if you have any guesses as to what that means, then let me know in the comments before I go ahead and start off with what I'm going to do for this episode. Crap! I already, like, halfway have explained this because I have a minecart in my inventory. If you haven't noticed, I have powered rails and minecart, so that, and then a bow and arrows. Now you know all of what it is. Okay, so this is it. So basically, you just come up that little area. I'll probably pretty up this part because nobody's really done much with this, and mainly because we originally had an agreement that nobody builds on top of spawn, but in a recent meeting we've decided that we're going to build redstone minigames and minigames in general for Minecraft above spawn, and that's going to be our good land per se. That's what we described it in our meeting, at least. So here it is. Nothing is actually, per se, connected. Now, you can see there's a lot of redstone and a lot of inputs and outputs and everything, but nothing is connected yet. Nothing has done anything. I wanted to make this video before I started working on it, so here I am talking about it. So you're going to start out in a minecart sitting on this slime block. So get a minecart on a slime block, put a minecart there, and then the minecart's not perfectly aligned, but it doesn't matter because those rails will align it. I'm going to set up a system to get minecarts into here. I'll probably just set up a dispenser and then shoot it onto a rail and then use pistons to move the rail and the block out of the way. The minecart will fall onto this, and that'll be like up in the sky, and that'll happen every single time before the game starts. There'll be a little main start button like right here, and then there'll also be pathways to get to each one of those, and then everybody gets in their minecart. Once they've pressed the button to dispense all the minecarts, they get in the minecart, and then they press that button over there. That button over there is going to be the primer, basically. Everybody has to press this button, and then once that happens, the game starts. And so this is the main... No. I don't actually have connections to it yet. These are the outputs. Right there. But anyway, so when you press the button, so let's come down here, press the button. I don't know if sounds are on. I'm going to turn the sounds up just a little bit more because I don't hear them. So once you press the button, it'll trigger that piston over there and then trigger this T flip-flop, and now it's on. As you can see, the rest of these are off. That one's on. And then as well, for a main reset, so whenever the game is over, or say somebody accidentally pressed the button and something happened, then there's going to be a main reset button on the main panel that's going to say, okay, reset displays. I didn't want to play the game anyways. And so this is going to start it's a 4-player game. You can play it 3-player or 2-player, but if you play 3-player or 2-player, you'll have to press a specific button and it'll take you to a different area, because this is 4-player, of course. And so basically the game is you sit in the minecart, and then everybody presses the button, and the game starts, and then these pistons push you, and then to the next one, to the next one, and to the next one. There's going to be piston walls that update, so right here, and then you won't be able to see your enemy whenever you are stopped. So, well, actually, you will be able to see your enemies when you stop. There won't be piston walls because I think that'd be just too much for the server to handle. There's like more pistons running. So what's going to happen is you're just going to be constantly thrown back and forth. You can shoot them while they're stopped. You can shoot You can shoot while you're in the air. You can shoot anytime because there's going to be a clock running and you're just constantly going to be altering and altering and altering. And then once somebody finally gets shot out, there are these detectors. As you heard, I just now hit a switch or a trap line, whatever it's called. Basically, if somebody falls down and if you get shot out of your minecart, the purpose is to get shot out of your minecart, by the way. But if you get shot out of your minecart, just fall. That's going to be the purpose of the game, is to try to shoot everybody out of their minecarts. And then whenever somebody gets shot out, and there's 3 people remaining, it does not continue. The game stops, the clock stops over there, and then it continues on to the next game. So what'll happen is there'll be a piston up there, and then whenever this gets pushed up, they'll be blocked by the piston, they'll fall through, and then go to the next game. It'll probably be over here, or over here, and I'll have to clear out the forest. And it'll keep on whittling down until, yeah, it'll probably go this direction just because of space issues. I don't want to take up other people's space, so my game will be just gigantic, expanding that way. And this next one will be a 3-player one, and everybody will be on a track, and they'll be moving on the minecart. And it won't be a super fast speed, but they're going to be moving. So say, like, this is one person's track, and then they go in a circle, and then another person is connected to their track, and it's just going to be random tracks that are laid out, and they're all going to be connected in some way. Some people may just get stuck doing a figure-8 loop, and it's going to be a random track. So all the bins in the track will have random redstone underneath them that'll cause them to constantly change. And so you won't be able to really predict what's going to happen, and the purpose of that is to do the same exact thing, is to shoot the person out of the minecart. But once the person gets shot out of the minecart, there's going to be a rule that says don't move, and then you basically have to stand still and try to shoot everybody else, but everybody else also has a shot at you while you're standing still. Once somebody dies, I want to signal that the next game, like the 2-player game, is coming up. And so I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do that with the redstone for that one yet, but I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do that. But anyway, so then the next one will be a side-by-side piston pushing each person up and down. They'll have to get into a minecart if they were shot out of their minecart in the previous game, but they'll be sitting in a minecart, like, directly facing each other, and they'll just be bouncing up and down. I'm going to get rid of this minecart too. But they'll be bouncing up and down, and they'll have to... Well, no, they won't be in a minecart, because sticky pistons actually work for players only vertically. Sticky pistons... The reason I'm using minecarts is actually just because they don't... Well, sticky pistons don't work with players very well. But they work very well with players in minecarts. So, but they work very well going vertically. So, they'll just be a player versus player standing here, and they'll be bouncing up and down, and they'll have to shoot each other to the death. I think this is going to be a really fun minigame to create, a really fun minigame to play, and now I'm working on the redstone. So today, I want to do some redstoning. I've already explained how the game's going to work, so today I want to work on the redstone, just the redstone today, and then I'll call it an episode there. So, let's go ahead and get off into the redstone. Alright, so the first thing I want to do with the redstone is I want to go ahead and get some of the stuff wired up. I already have a T flip-flop and a timer and all that stuff wired up so that whenever I start the timer, it'll go ahead and start the whole machine. And so, to get the whole machine to run, though, as I said before, these buttons will tell the game to start. So whenever every single one of them is active, then the game will start. So I need, first of all, to wire up a machine so that when there are 4 inputs, I don't want to go ahead and connect everything. I just want to go ahead and start the wiring so that I can get this to work. So basically, whenever I have 4 inputs, well, I like putting things on stone brick. So let me go ahead and put it on stone brick. There we go. So when I have 4 inputs, actually, I can have them all in one bundled area. So you can go, let's try this again, shall we? So, boop, boop. 4 torches all on top. Ah, come on. I can't do this. No. Okay. Hold on. There we go. 4 torches all on top. And then we're going to stand on this. And then let's place blocks all on top of these torches. Redstone. And then a torch below. I like building... I don't like putting all these blocks, so I'll pick these up. But, then we can go 1 down, over, and then... Okay, yeah, it's inverted. That's good. And then we do this. Crap, hold on. I need this output to be a few ticks delay. I don't need it to be incredibly long, because if it's too long, then this will repeat over and over and over again. There are better ways of doing that, well, doing this specific thing that I'm trying to do, like with pistons, and say a block in the middle, and then whenever you put blocks on top of that, I should have put the blocks over there. This is a more compact T flip-flop, and say even if I give it a constant signal, and I used up my torches, even if I give it a constant signal, and then it happens, I need this signal to go away. And that's the problem with this T flip-flop, and that's why I cannot use this T flip-flop. I'm still going to have to use this right here, this thing right here, and then I'm also still going to have to use a 1-tick timer, well, a 1-tick thing, and then whenever you just have so much redstone in the first place, why make something that's going to make a sound when all this other stuff isn't going to make a sound, and then you're just going to have one item in this list that's just, it doesn't fit with the rest of the redstone, and it makes noise, and it doesn't, I don't like redstone, it makes noise. That's my only problem with it. I'm going to have to feed the signal back a different way. So I can't build it the same way I always build these things. That theoretically works. Okay, good. I was just making sure all of this stuff would work, and it does. So I am good on this part. So now I need something to run itself into each one of these individual blocks. Let's break this because I don't need that. I don't need it. I can go like that. And then I can go like that. And then I can go like that. And then this last one, I don't really need much. Let's just break this to stay consistent. And redstone. Ah. There we go. I have every single input. So every single one of these is one of those over there. So that one can be this one. That one can, well, actually, that one will be this one. That one will be this one. That far one will be this one. And then this closest one right here will be that one. Let's just go ahead and connect one of them just so you can see what this will be. And so this is the output. This is the direct output. This torch right here is the direct output of this T flip-flop. Now what I can do, okay, so whenever this is on, so I need that or an inverted version of that. It seems like whatever this is locked at, yeah, whatever this is locked at is what this is. So I can directly draw from this output right here. And I don't have to worry about trying to wire something all the way up to there, because that's a far distance to travel. Like, it'd just be too difficult, because you'd have to go like around and abouts. Right here is more direct, and it'll make for more compact redstone. So we just take it, go down, and then redstone to it. 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, yay! All right, it works. Next, we need to wire up this one. Now, I do need torches. Let's just make myself some more torches real quick. And I'm out of repeaters too, crap. So torches. I'm just running low on redstone, really. I've just built all of this and I'm out of redstone almost. And this one has to be that long. And it has to go like that. Just because of how I built it. Well, just because it's redstone wire. And then I don't know how I'm going to do this. Hold on. I'm going to have to use a torch. So this one's going to be inverted. So I can take the inverted signal from one of these. Oh, I gotta go one more. Crap. Doop doop. That way. All right, this will work. And then I just simply, I'm going to wire this one to there. So take the direct inverted signal. So the inverted signal being, hold on. I need the redstone torch over here. That one's off. Oh yeah, that's because I pressed the button. I need this direct input. Crap, that doesn't work. Hold on. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. This is the inverted signal. Why? Why can't I figure that out? I just directly hook it up to there. And then go straight down. So boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Wrong signal! Crap. What? If that's on, then I need something off. Why didn't I think of that? Because this is inverted right here. The output is inverted. So that means crap. Okay, I'll move this over one. Well, I kind of needed that block still. And then that's inverted. Well, I needed that inverted, so okay, I figured this out now. Doop, doop, doop. I need this signal right here. And then it does matter. So 1, 2, 3, because I've changed the length. I don't know for sure how much, so I think it's just by one block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 blocks. I'll take this repeater for right now, and then I'll go back and crap. I have repeaters. Why does it? Okay. And right here. There we go. Now we have 2 inputs wired up. And one of them is off because we said it was off. And then there's going to be a reset button, like I said, and this reset button will power this line. And this line basically sends signal to all of these AND gates, and if their torch is off in the AND gate over there, then their torch, well, then the T flip-flop will be turned to the opposite powering. So the T flip-flop will be turned to the other position, and it'll say that it's not ready to the machine because the machine thinks that this is everybody's input. And if everybody is ready, then over here, this machine will send a signal to this T flip-flop, and then it'll start it'll turn off this lock to the hopper clock, and it'll start the clock. And that's just a bunch of random items I threw in a hopper because those all that many items equaled the perfect amount of time. The perfect amount of time that in which the minecart was perfectly timed. So that's going to end it for this episode. It's a longer episode, but I hope you all enjoyed it anyways. I hope you all learned a little bit about Redstone. I didn't really teach much. I just simply struggled for about 30 minutes. I'll definitely shorten this episode though. And this is the entire process to making anything with redstone. I now need to go craft a bunch of more redstone things. I have some torches, I have some comparators, I have some redstone, and I have some redstone blocks. And I'm basically out of all redstone. But there is a chest at spawn that says take anything you would like, and there's about a whole stack of redstone blocks. I think that should be enough to do this project. I'm not for sure though. He also has a bunch of redstone. Well, it also has a bunch of redstone ore in it too, and I brought a fortune pick with me, and so if I need it, I will use it. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Bye-bye.